Good morning. My name is Nziki Mazwai. I'm a performing artist in this country. Firstly, I would like to send my condolences to ZAHARA's family and friends. We stand with you in this difficult time. And I think most importantly, ZAHARA used to stand up and make a noise about the fact that she was exploited, and we didn't support her, and nothing was done about it, and we didn't stand by her. So it would be a great disservice to ZAHARA's memory and spirit if we kept quiet about what's happening in the music industry. I, as an independent musician who's been in the industry for close to 20 years, have seen a lot, and I have a lot to say. ZAHARA was brave, guys. ZAHARA was brave because none of us have the guts to tell you what's happening behind the scenes. Because what you see in front is glamour and makeup and face beats and nice venues and travel. You're not going to believe that we are being exploited. You're being sold dreams. So when ZAHARA was crying about being exploited, you, her community, and the public used to laugh at her, and you used to make mockery of alcohol addiction, and nobody actually did anything for her. So you're surprising today when you are all crying because you used to laugh. And the reason other artists don't speak is because you laugh. You humiliate us publicly, and you blame us for the bad contracts that we are conned into. Let's talk about the contracts in the music industry. Let's start at the fact that there are no regulatory bodies in the South African music industry. Do you hear me? There are no regulatory organizations in the music industry. Everybody does what they feel. Music industry executives set up the rules themselves, and they can do as they please. And as you know, artists, we don't have the same legal muscle as a Gallo, as a Sony. They've got big, expensive prime media lawyers that we have no access to. So just from the inception, this big corporation will sign a contract that is skewed with this artist who knows nothing about law. Then you're going to blame the artist, but the artist does at that time has got no money to their name. They just want to sing and perform. What you guys need to understand is that when you are an artist and it's your passion, your mind is not wired in a way that is for a business mind. It's wired in a way for a musician. And that's why you're so powerful with your gift, because that is your gift. Your gift is not business. And as a result, it's disgusting that the government doesn't have systems in place that will regulate this business that people are making millions of us, but we are the ones who die broke. How does it make sense to you that ZAHARA can have an album that earns about 100 million and 75 million goes to Sony, 25 million goes to TS Records, and then she's got a contract with TS Records, which is probably less than 10%. So of that 100 million, ZAHARA must get 2 million, and everybody else must get their chunk and drive around in big German cars and big stomachs and be big, important industry people with lopsided contracts that exploit artists and where government has not intervened. So record labels are a law unto themselves. Publishers are a law unto themselves. So for those of us who don't understand what publishing is the rights of the song and how you sell the song. So if a song is on TV on something, the publishers organize those deals, right? Let me tell you about the publishers, guys. I've been in a contract with a publisher for 20 years. I've been with Share Publishing for 20 years. They've not gotten me one deal, but they take my royalties every single month. They've never done anything. So essentially, I'm in a contract where the other party has been in breach of contract the whole way. And now they won't let me get out the contract because they want to use my name to make money for themselves for things that they haven't done. So, right, we need an audit on the publishers because publishers are taking artists' money for themselves. I don't know if you're understanding. So, oh guys, publishers are doing nothing and they're taking from our royalties. Then let's talk about SAMRO. But Fred, this one I need to get comfortable for because I had quite an incident there. Last week, it was the annual general meeting at SAMRO. I went for the first time in my life because I realized that, no, man, what's happening at SAMRO? And I've always had because I've been an independent artist, I've always seen the crookery. I've always seen the payola at radio stations. So the major record labels will actually monopolize radio spaces. So us independent artists will not get onto radio and therefore we won't get royalties, right? So I want to talk about SAMRO, and SAMRO is going to try to shut me up because they're going to be like, oh, your music doesn't play and it doesn't earn money. And that's how they shut us up. But actually, I'm part of the music industry and I will speak. So thank you very much. Whether my music is earning or not, what I know for a fact is that at SAMRO, there is undocumented works worth close to 100 million. And people have been pickpocketing in Undoc for years. You've only closed it now. People have been pickpocketing from Undoc at SAMRO, and nothing has been done about it. It's big. I don't see NPA. It's quiet. Last week at the AGM, you said you're going to put out a press statement to explain what's happening, and you asked me not to talk. And now it's a week later and I'm speaking because there's been no press statement about what happened to our money. What happened to our money in Dubai? Who was held accountable? Guys, SAMRO collects artists' money from SABC, from wherever, from retailers. They collect money that from our music getting played. Then they put it in a basket. Then they pay themselves salaries and medical aid and everything. Then they don't distribute the royalties. Artists get royalties maybe once or twice a year. And when we get our royalties, guys, I'm at 25 Rand. However, they are able to pay salaries at SAMRO. SAMRO has bought buildings without asking our permission, with our money. They've bought buildings. SAMRO is now running a financial institution where we're paying interest for getting advances on our own money. SAMRO is getting interest from us. SAMRO is not a bank, it's not a financial institution. That is an illegal thing to do. We found out at AGM that SAMRO is getting tax relief, but it's getting tax relief of our backs, guys, with things that they haven't negotiated with us. Let me tell you about SAMRO, guys. So we were voting for managers and the people at the top. Let me tell you how the voting process works, guys. They called us all there into one room. Do we not pick up our hands? The MC, who was the chairperson, who was running everything, who talks down to everybody and doesn't want anyone to argue with him. His word goes. Besides that, he's not somebody who's ever even been in the industry. He calls himself an independent, so he's got better eyes. He says. He's never been in the industry, doesn't know how anything runs, but they get pakati inside telling artists what's going to happen moving forward, right? So he was the MC there, bulldozing the whole meeting, not letting people speak. Then he's like, okay, guys, now we're gonna vote for chairperson. Okay, my name is there. Okay. So everybody who votes for me, put up your hands. Everybody who doesn't vote for me, put up your hand. Have you ever heard of such a thing, guys? Where we must vote for you, you're doing the vote. So now this comes back to the artist again, who is not a business person, who is not, the nature of an artist, just the genuine nature of an artist is that we're people, we are here to it's not even entertain, because it's a spiritual thing actually. But we're here about feelings. So we don't work with the right-hand side of the brain. So now I'm in this room where the artists Naboba, they just follow. And I'm just like, guys, this is not how you choose a leader. Do you even know this man? Like, what are his references that we can say, yes, this man is going to lead us at SAMRO and fix everything? Asmazi, all we know is that he's bulldozed himself into the position. Now he's getting paid with our monies. And now even, So what happened in that meeting was that there was a time, because I'm also, because I saw what was happening in the music industry, I've had to diversify my brand. So what I did was that during this meeting, I go live, right? Because it's an AGM. And I go live and I see that there's other artists who are not in the room. So they must know what's happening. As I'm going live, Pumi Gandal. Then the Kimang Annabelle or what, CEO, I don't know what, comes to me and says, please, can you stop recording? We're going to handle this internally. So out of respect, I'm like, okay, me video. Guys, after I've switched off the video and already agreed, does this chairperson who came with the arrogance of a mountain not get on stage in a room full of people, start screaming at me about Twitter and what? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because first of all, there was nobody who told me, Gutsi, I'm not allowed to record anything. Second of all, somebody already came and spoke to me. So why are you putting on a spectacle and trying to humiliate me in public? What message are you trying to bring across? Are you trying to silence everybody? What exactly is going on? And what I found is that now that guy is chummy with some of our activists in the industry. And some of our activists in the industry have been bought, actually. That's what I picked up at the AGM. They've been given contracts to keep them quiet. So can I just ask that Minister Zizi Godwa speaks to the artists on the ground? Not the ones who have got ANC tenders and whatever, but artists actually on the ground, because we are ready to speak. We are ready to mobilize. We are ready for the class action suits against these record labels, because it's enough. You keep accusing us of spending our money on alcohol and booze and no, guys. When we go out, we get free drinks. It's part of a hospitality rider. So we don't spend our money on alcohol. You tell us we spend money on travel. No, guys. When they book us, they pay for our travel. So no, we're not spending our money frivolously. It is that we are being cheated and conned of our money, and our intellectual property is feeding record label executives, publishers, these collecting society managers, and they are doing nothing. And we are the ones dying broke. So on behalf of ZAHARA, of Brenda Fassie, of all the artists that you keep seeing dying broke, we are asking Guti, the government, move in now with regulatory bodies. The entertainment industry needs regulation. SAMRO cannot be a law unto itself. SAMRO cannot choose what it does with our money without our permission. Record labels cannot choose for themselves what the percentage splits are. There's got to be a standard. So I, as Nziki Mazwaya, now I'm appealing to all artists to say, guys, please contact me. We're mobilizing, because these guys are benefiting from our disunity. So they'll be like, I'll give you 12%, then they're giving Makatini 5%, whatever. Then when I was in Zangono, because you're getting 12%, but you're all getting cheated. We all need to get 50%, guys. And once a record label has recouped its expenses, we go 50%, or the artist gets more than the record label. But you can't be recouping your expenses and then making money off me again. So again, Minister Zizi Kodwa, You are aligning yourself with the wrong people. I was at the SAMRO AGM. You are aligning yourselves with the wrong people. Those are the con artists that have taken our money. Whew, I didn't want to get so upset. But I'm just saying that now I'm mobilizing artists. There's no way that we are going to be dying broke anymore. The system needs to change. Kwanele.